Hello students, welcome in this YouTube channel, and in today's class we are going to talk about the verbs, and in verbs our special topic that I have taken for today is the auxiliary verb. So before starting auxiliary verbs we are required to know what a verb is. Verb क्या होती है? So, friends, from very beginning of our studies from class second or third, we are taught a very simple definition of the verb, that a verb is an action word और क्रिया जो होती है वो किसी कार्य को दिखाती है. Meant if we have to show any activity or any action, then whatever word we use, that is the verb. But friends, students, and all my dear ones, you just try to know something more from this class, that verb is not merely the action word, because verbs are not the words, merely those words that describes the actions. Verbs are also some other words that tells us more than action. Whenever we are to tell anything about the situation of anything, condition of anything, or we are to introduce something, even in that condition we use some terms, and they are also known as the verb. So just like uh, I am a teacher. So here I am a teacher. There is no action in this word. मैं एक टीचर हूँ, इसमें कोई काम नहीं किया गया है. फिर भी आप इसमें वर्ब तो है, क्योंकि बिना वर्ब के, विदाउट अ वर्ब देयर इज नॉट एनी सेंटेंस. सो एम, व्हाट इज एम? एम इज अ वर्ब. ओके, एंड दिस एम इज what? This am is a verb but not doing any action. So what this type of verbs are said, we are to discuss about these things also in this class. So friends, there are three kinds of verbs. One is the first is auxiliary verb or helping verb. That will be the main topic for today at the very beginning. And second point is the linking verb, and third point is the main verb. We know it very well that main verbs are the real action word. Main verbs are the action word, they show the actions. Okay, so here first of all I am going to talk about linking verbs. What are the linking verbs? So a linking verb is used to re-identify or to describe its subject. A linking verb is called a linking verb because it links the subject to a subject complement. एक लिंकिंग वर्ब को हिंदी में संयोजक क्रिया कहते हैं, जोड़ने वाली क्रिया. एक लिंकिंग वर्ब वो वर्ब होती है जो कि सब्जेक्ट को अपने सब्जेक्ट कॉम्प्लीमेंट से जोड़ती है. सो द वेरी फर्स्ट पॉइंट दैट राइजेस ओवर हियर, व्हाट इज a subject complement? So guys, the word or phrase or clause that follows a linking verb to re-identify or describe the subject is called the subject complement. मीन्ट वो कोई भी शब्द या कोई भी फ्रेज या कोई भी क्लॉज जो कि लिंकिंग वर्ब को फॉलो करता है, आई मीन लिंकिंग वर्ब के बाद जो भी शब्द या जो भी फ्रेज या जो भी क्लॉज आते हैं जो कि या तो री आइडेंटिफाई करते हैं सब्जेक्ट को या फिर उसको डिस्क्राइब करते हैं, उन्हें हम सब्जेक्ट कॉम्प्लीमेंट कहते हैं. जो सब्जेक्ट कॉम्प्लीमेंट का काम क्या होता है? सब्जेक्ट कॉम्प्लीमेंट फंक्शंस एज ईदर एन एडजेक्टिव. अगर वो सब्जेक्ट को डिस्क्राइब कर रहा है तो या तो एडजेक्टिव होगा या फिर एक नाउन होगा, क्योंकि उस कंडीशन में उसी नाउन के बारे में जो कि सब्जेक्ट में बताया गया है, द सेम नाउन विल बी री आइडेंटिफाइड इन दिस. सो it will be the subject complement. To clear this, there are some examples. He seems drunk. He seems drunk. Here seems is the linking verb and drunk is the subject complement. Okay, and drunk is an adjective over here. Okay, so next example, the soup tastes too garlicly to eat. So here subject complement describes the subject, so it is an adjective phrase. In the same way, his proposal is madness. Here madness is the noun, it is re-identifying the subject. मीन्ट उसका प्रपोजल क्या है? पागलपन है. मीन्ट जो प्रपोजल है वो पागलपन है. सो इट इज री आइडेंटिफाइंग द सब्जेक्ट, सो इट इज अ नाउन. जेनी इज ए स्टार ऑफ द फ्यूचर. सो हियर स्टार ऑफ द फ्यूचर इज द नाउन phrase. Here also subject complement, that is the star of the future, is re-identifying the subject. So in this way you can find out that in these all sentences there are no action at all, they are just linking the subject with subject complement. That is why they are known as linking verbs. So friends, after talking about these all linking verbs, we are to move towards the auxiliary verbs. It was compulsory for us to talk about linking verbs because link auxiliary verbs, whatever auxiliary verbs I will describe, they will work either as the auxiliary verb or a linking verb or a main verb. So you know what auxiliary verbs are. Let us try to first of all what an auxiliary verb is. So auxiliary verb or helping verbs are used together with a main verb. Whenever there will be the matter of auxiliary verbs, there will be the main verb also, because auxiliary verb cannot stand in any sentence alone. Whenever there are auxiliary verbs, they must come before a main verb. So and this so the verbs tense or to form a negative or question. The most common auxiliary verbs are have, be and do, and about these all three we are to talk about over here. For example, if we are taking one example from does Sam write all his own reports? So does, what is does? Does is an auxiliary verb. Does Sam, and write is the main verb. Does Sam write all his own reports? In the same way, the secretaries haven't written all the letters yet. Haven't, here have is the auxiliary verbs. Terry is writing an email. So is the auxiliary verb over here. Friends, let us discuss about the functions of auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs are also known as the helping verbs. What do? They add functional or grammatical meaning to the clauses in which they appear. They perform their functions in several different ways. So in those different ways, first of all, by expressing tense. These auxiliary verbs express the tenses. सेंटेंस का टेंस क्या होगा या कौन सा सेंटेंस किस टेंस में है, ये हम ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब के यूज के ऊपर डिसाइड करते हैं. कौन सी ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब है, अगर वहां पे इज आया है, एम आया है, आर आया है, इन दैट मीन द सेंटेंस इज इन प्रेजेंट टेंस. इन द सेम वे, इफ देयर इज द यूज ऑफ was, were or had, it means the verb is in the sentence is in past tense. If there is a shall or will, that means the sentence is in future tense. So it is the auxiliary verbs that describes the tense of the sentence. And after that, one thing more, that is grammatical aspect, expresses how verb relates to the flow of time. Yes, flow of time is related with this, and also Modality is also described to the uh, auxiliary verbs. Voice, yes, voice is also shown with the help of auxiliary verbs only. It is the various use of the same auxiliary verbs uh, that makes the sentence into active voice or passive voice. Describes the relationship between the action expressed by the verb and the participants identified by the verb subject or object, etc. Sometimes it is also used to add emphasis in a sentence. Yes, कभी कभार सेंटेंस में एम्फसाइज करने के लिए भी, जैसे अगर हम सिंपल वे में बात करते हैं कि आई टीच इंग्लिश, बट सपोज दैट अगर हमें इसी बात को एम्फसाइज करना है, एम्फसाइज करने के लिए हम आई टीच इंग्लिश के स्थान पे आई डू टीच इंग्लिश बोलते हैं. एंड आई डू टीच इंग्लिश का मतलब होता है मैं अंग्रेजी पढ़ाता तो हूँ. ओके, सो टू एड एम्फेसिस also this auxiliary verb is used. So auxiliary verbs almost always appear together with a main verb, as I have already told you, and though there are only a few of them, they are among the most frequently occurring verbs in the English language. As we all know that there are, especially in common auxiliaries, there are three common auxiliaries, that is have, be, and do. So they are frequently occurring in various other uh, tenses. So the very first question that is over here, how to identify an auxiliary verbs. You probably know that every sentence has at least one verb in it. कोई भी सेंटेंस बिना वर्ब के नहीं होता, हमें पता है. और दो तरह की मेन वर्ब्स होती हैं. एक तो एक्शन वर्ब होती है, that are used to depict activities that are doable, जो काम करने लायक एक्टिविटीज होती हैं उनको शो करती हैं, लाइक रीड, लाइक वॉक, लाइक रन, लाइक ईट एंड मैनी अदर. लिंकिंग वर्ब्स दैट आई हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस्ड in my previous part of this video. Both action verbs and linking verbs can accompany auxiliary verbs. Yes, sometimes linking verb और action verb दोनों के साथ auxiliary verb आता है. तो कभी कभार action verb या linking verb दोनों वही auxiliary ही होती है. So there are a lot of terms that are to understand us. So both action verbs and linking verbs can accompany auxiliary verbs, including the three main ones, that is do, be, and have. Sometimes actions and conditions occur only one time and then they are over. It's at times like these that some of the same verbs that are used as auxiliary verbs are instead used as action or linking verb. In the given example that I will discuss over here, is a verb. This is one of the most common auxiliary verbs, but because it stands alone here, it is not functioning as an auxiliary verb. Here is an example that here is used as linking verb. Okay, example is Jerry slammed the car door on his thumb. He is in horrible pain. So he is in horrible pain. Here is not depicting any action, and it is not following any action verb also. So is क्या है यहाँ पे? Is एक linking verb है. क्यों? क्योंकि ये अकेला है और यहाँ पे ये auxiliary verb के रूप में नहीं है. क्योंकि अगर वो ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब के रूप में होगा तो उसके बाद कोई न कोई एक एक्शन वर्ब जरूर होगा. ओके, सो एट अदर टाइम्स एन एक्शन और कंडीशन इज ऑनगोइंग, हैपनिंग अपरेटिवली और ऑकरिंग इन रिलेशनशिप टू अनदर इवेंट और सेट ऑफ इवेंट्स. इन दीज केसेस सिंगल वर्ब्स like is are not accurately capable of describing what happened. So phrases that include auxiliary verbs are used instead. These can be made up of anywhere from 2 to 4 words. Yes, is coming, are going, or in other terms, shall have been doing. In future perfect tense, shall have been doing. Okay, so in this way you can understand that uh, there are different how many terms can be used. A main verb, also known as base verb, indicates the kind of action or condition taking place. An auxiliary or a helping verb accompanies the main verb and conveys other nonsense that help the reader gain specific insight into the event that is taking place. For example, here Jerry caught his thumb in the car door as coffee spilled from his cup into his favorite shirt. Here you can find out, here spilled is the main verb and it does not require any auxiliary verb. Jerry is always spilling things. Here is the auxiliary verb and spilling is the main verb. And other terms, since Jerry is also accident prone, he should have been drinking coffee from a mug but with a lid, which would not have spilled on his favorite shirt. In sentence 1, caught and spilled single word describe quick one time action of both Jerry and his messy coffee. This sentence does not contain an auxiliary verb. Since Jerry often has unfortunate accidents, is spilling here communicates the frequency of his clumsy actions in sentence 2. In sentence 3, the auxiliary verbs that make up should have been drinking and would have stayed express time relationship as well as an evaluation of Jerry's actions. So here it has been described that how uh, it is being used as linking verb as the main verb or as the auxiliary verbs. So friends, that is the whatever is the main part of the chapter. We are moving towards that. Types of auxiliary verbs. There are two types of auxiliary verbs. One is the common auxiliary and another is the modal auxiliaries. Let us talk about if in this chapter we are going to talk about common auxiliary only, because we shall discuss modal auxiliary in another video. So there are three common auxiliaries, that is have, do and be. Let us talk about the first one, that is have. Have has four form, that is has, have, had, having. Has, have, had and having. Have is a very important verb that can stand alone in all its tenses, including has, have, having, had, or had not, these all things. If we talk about as the main verb, yes, have is used as the main verb also. It is usually used to denote ownership. Yes, for example, I have a mango tree, or she has many students. Here it is showing possession और द ओनरशिप. मेरे पास ये है, मेरे पास एक मैंगो का पेड़ है, या उसके पास कई छात्र हैं. रमन के पास 3 पेन हैं, रमन हैज 3 पेन्स. और सौरभ डज नॉट हैव एनी बुक और कॉपी. These all sentences are showing the ownership. So whenever there is matter to show the ownership, we use have as the main verb, have or has. Second, it can also be used to discuss ability or describe appearance. Yes, have is also a very popular substitute of the verbs eat and drink. Yes, कुछ खाने के लिए या कुछ पीने के लिए हम डायरेक्टली ईट नहीं बोलते, बल्कि हम हैव बोलते हैं. लेट्स हैव डिनर, चलिए डिनर लिया जाए. लेट्स हैव अ कप ऑफ कॉफ़ी, चलिए एक कप कॉफ़ी लिया जाए. हैव योर ब्रेकफास्ट प्लीज़, कृपया अपना ब्रेकफास्ट लें. In these all sentences, you have seen that have is used as the main verb. After now, it was the use of have as the main verb. But here we are talking about the auxiliary verbs. So let us try to discuss how have is used as the auxiliary verb. Yes. So when used as an auxiliary verb, have is always teamed up with the another verb. And what form? Third form of the verb. Have is always followed with third form of the verb. And in this way it creates a complete verb frame. For example, Jerry has a large coffee stain on his shirt. Here you can find out has action verb के रूप में आया यहाँ पे. ओके, आई मीन लार्ज, इसमें कोई भी एक्शन नहीं है, देयर इज नो एक्शन. हैज़ यहाँ पे लिंकिंग वर्ब के रूप में ही है. इन द नेक्स्ट सेंटेंस यू विल फाइंड आउट जेरी हैज़ बॉट अ न्यू शर्ट. हैज़ के साथ बॉट, दैट इज द थर्ड फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब यूज हुआ. In the same way, next sentence, Jerry should have been more careful. Here should have been in this way, should के साथ have been का यूज हुआ. ये जो है क्या है, ये एक वर्ब फ्रेज है. अगर हम अलग अलग तरीके से हैव के यूज की बात करें तो हम पाते हैं कि हैव प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस में होता है, प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट कॉन्टिन्यूअस टेंस में होता है, पास्ट परफेक्ट टेंस में और पास्ट परफेक्ट कॉन्टिन्यूअस टेंस. ये चार टेंसेस हैं जिनकी एक्टिव वॉइस में हम वर्ब को हैव के वेरियस फॉर्म्स को यूज करते हैं एज ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब्स. हम जानते हैं हैव के तीन फॉर्म हैं, हैज, हैव और हैड, जिसमें से हैड इज यूज्ड इन पास्ट. सो एंड especially past perfect and past perfect continuous. Has and have is used in present perfect and present perfect continuous. Has and have. When to use have or when to use has. So friends, has is used with he, she, it and other singulars subjects. अगर he, she, it और other singular subjects आए हैं, उस कंडीशन में हैज का ही होगा. वहीं पे आई है एज सब्जेक्ट, आई है, यू है, वी है, दे है, या इनके अलावा अदर प्लूरल्स आ गए तो अन्य प्लूरल्स के साथ हम क्या लगाएंगे, हैव का यूज करेंगे. एग्जाम्पल्स हैव बीन गिवन ओवर हियर दैट यू कैन सी. शी हैज कंप्लीटेड हर वर्क. रमन हैज रिटन द लेटर. हैज शी गॉन टू स्कूल टुडे. And in present perfect continuous tense you can find out over here Sahil has been reading since 4 a.m. Ruhi has been working in this office for 10 years. In past perfect tense, the police reached there after the thieves had run away. This is the use of past perfect tense. I had completed the task before the principal called me. Okay. So in this way you have seen the present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tenses and past perfect. One is more, that is past perfect continuous. For example, they had been teasing her for minutes. You had been playing cricket for 2 hours. Okay. So in along with the active voice, they are used in passive voice also. And in passive voice they are used in present perfect tense and past perfect tense. Present perfect tense, for example, the snake has been killed by me, or these flowers have been plucked by the students of class 6. And in past perfect tense, the letter had been written by me, or the song had been sung by me. These are the use of have verb in the passive voice. After have, we are moving towards the next, that is do. And do has 3 forms: do, does and did. So do can be used as an action verb that stands alone in all its sentences, including to do or do, does, done, did and did not, does not or did not. So friends, here done is not used as the auxiliary verb. Done is always used as the main verb. So first use that has been told over here is when used done as auxiliary verb, do is always paired up with another verb that we all know. Just like I do not like this man, or she does not want to go there. डू अगर हम डू को एक ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब के रूप में यूज़ करें तो इसका यूज़ प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट टेंस में होता है, निगेटिव और इंट्रोगेटिव सेंटेंस में। डू का यूज़ हम करते हैं आई यू बी दे और अदर प्लूरल्स के साथ, जबकि डज का यूज़ करते हैं ही सी इट और अदर सिंगुलर्स के साथ। निगेटिव सेंटेंस में अगर हम यूज़ करें सी डज नॉट ईट नॉन वेज, और आई डोंट लाइक टू टॉक टू यू, और if we talk in interrogative sentences, do they beat you publicly, or does she not behave with them moderately? In the same way, here you may find out that you may find that do or does has been used in present indefinite tense. In past indefinite tense, in the same way, just like we have used do or does in present indefinite tense in negative and interrogative, in the same way in the past indefinite tense did is used. Negative sentence, she did not sing a song in the function, he did not attend the party. And in interrogative, did you not play piano there, did she not cook food yesterday? And after that there are other cases also. It is used to add emphasis. Yes, emphasis देने के लिए भी हम, जैसे मैंने अभी एक एग्जाम्पल दिया था, आई डू कंप्लीट माई वर्क इन टाइम, मैं अपना काम समय से कंप्लीट करता तो हूँ। ओके, और आई डिड पुट द गार्बेज आउट, मैंने गार्बेज बाहर निकाला तो था। ओके, सो वाई डिड आर डू हैज बीन यूज्ड इवन इन अफर्मेटिव सेंटेंस? इट इज जस्ट टू emphasis or add emphasis. Do is often used in to form questions and negative clauses. It is also used in elliptical sentences where the main verb is understood and is omitted as a result. Yes, हमें अगर रिपीटेशन को अवॉइड करना है तो हम जो है डू या डज को यूज कर लेते हैं या डिड को यूज कर लेते हैं। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, ही प्लेस पियानो विल, डज नॉट ही। बहुत बढ़िया एग्जाम्पल है यहाँ पर, देखिए, ही प्लेस पियानो वेल, पियानो बहुत बढ़िया बजाता है, नहीं बजाता तो नहीं बजाता, डज नॉट ही, यहाँ पे डज नॉट से काम चला दिया गया, प्ले पियानो अगेन यूज नहीं किया गया। दे ऑल हैड डिनर बट आई डिड नॉट, मीन दे ऑल हैड डिनर बट आई डिड नॉट हैव डिनर। ओके, बट दैट हैड बीन शॉर्टेंड विथ आई डिड नॉट। Because he spills things so often, Jerry does more laundry than most people. Here does क्या है? Action verb के रूप में यूज हुआ है। Jerry did not put his coffee in a cup with a lid. Did not auxiliary verb है। Jerry does not always spill things, but it happens a lot. Does not क्या है? Auxiliary verbs है। Okay. So friends, in this way, after studying do, we are now in position to talk about be. One thing मैं बता दूं, do का प्रयोग auxiliary verbs के रूप में पैसिव वॉइस में नहीं होता है, तो इसलिए हमने उसको यहाँ पे डिस्कस नहीं किया। हम बात करते हैं बी का। बी के कई फॉर्म्स हैं, जैसे बी, टू बी, बीन, इज, एम, आर, वॉज और वर। ये जो कई फॉर्म्स हैं ये बी के हैं। बी या टू बी एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट वर्ब है और इसके यूजेस ढेर सारे हैं आपकी अपनी लैंग्वेज, दैट इज नॉन एज इंग्लिश। इट कैन बी यूज्ड एज एन एक्शन वर्ब दैट स्टैंड्स अलोन इन ऑल इट्स टेंसेस इंक्लूडिंग बी, टू बी, बीन, एम, आर, इज, वॉज, वर, वॉज नॉट और वर नॉट, आर नॉट। इन दिस वे, when used as an auxiliary verb, be is always paired with another verb. हम सभी जानते हैं कोई भी auxiliary verb हो, अगर वो auxiliary verb के रूप में यूज हुआ है तो उसके साथ कोई दूसरी main verb निश्चित रूप से आएगी। ओके, सो इट कैन बी सिंगुलर और प्लूरल। present or past. Negative sentences are found by एडिंग वर्ड नॉट. ओके, सो अगर हमें निगेटिव बनाना है तो इन्हीं के साथ अगर हम नॉट लगा देंगे तो वो निगेटिव बन जाएगा. जेरी इज मेसी, इज यहाँ पे एक्शन वर्ब है. ऑल्दो ही इज ऑलवेज कंप्लेनिंग अबाउट हिज एक्सीडेंट्स, जेरी फेल्स टू पे अटेंशन. यहाँ पे ही इज क्या है? ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब है. जेरी इज गोइंग टू बी डूइंग एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ड्री फॉर द रेस्ट ऑफ हिज लाइफ. हियर इज, जेरी इज क्या है? ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब है. सो फ्रेंड्स, अभी हम लोग इस पोजीशन में हैं कि हम लोग बात करें बी के यूज़ के. सो हम सभी जानते हैं कि बी का बहुत ही ब्रॉड यूज़ है. एक्टिव वॉइस में अगर हम बात करें तो प्रेजेंट कॉन्टिन्यूअस टेंस और पास्ट कॉन्टिन्यूअस टेंस में इसका यूज होता है. जबकि अगर हम पैसिव वॉइस में बात करेंगे तो प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट टेंस, प्रेजेंट कॉन्टिन्यूअस टेंस, in the same way past indefinite tense and past continuous tense. इन चार टेंसेस में यही बी वर्ब्स जो है आपकी में ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब के रूप में यूज होती है. हम पहले एक्टिव वॉइस की बात करते हैं. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल प्रेजेंट कॉन्टिन्यूअस टेंस. अब प्रेजेंट कॉन्टिन्यूअस टेंस की बात करते हैं अगर हम एक्टिव वॉइस में तो तीन बी के फॉर्म्स आएंगे प्रेजेंट कॉन्टिन्यूअस में. कौन कौन से? इज, am or are. Is, am, are. These are the three be forms of the verb that is used in present continuous tense. Is, we are very well known. Is का यूज कहाँ होता है बताइए आप सभी लोग? he, she, it और सिंगुलर्स के साथ. am का यूज केवल I एक अकेला प्रोनाउन है जिसके साथ am का यूज होता है. और आर, यू, वी, दे और इसके साथ जितने भी प्लूरल्स हैं उन सब के साथ आर का यूज होगा. एग्जाम्पल्स: सी इज प्लेइंग फुटबॉल, आई एम डूइंग माई वर्क, दे आर नॉट कोऑपरेटिंग विथ अस. इफ वी टॉक अबाउट पास्ट कंटिन्यूअस टेंस, was and were are used in past continuous tense. Was, I, he, she, it and along with it all the other plurals supports was. और अगर हम वर की बात करें तो you, we, they and plurals they take verb. Examples are given over here. I was not singing the song. She was dancing very beautifully. You were not enjoying the party. Okay, so friends, in this way I have tried to describe you the use of be in the active voice. Now in passive voice, present indefinite tense, as I have told you, is, am, are. And in passive voice we know it very well that verb third form is used. So is, am, are plus verb third form. For example, I am not benefited by this scheme. The chair is broken by Kareem. They are insulted by him. And if we talk about present continuous tense, the same set is, am, are का यूज वैसा ही होगा. लेकिन यहाँ पे is, am, are और verb की थर्ड फॉर्म के बीच में एक टर्म और होगा, वो होगा being. being जो कि कंटिन्यूटी को शो करता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, मैंगोज आर बीइंग ईटन बाय अस. द फूड इज बीइंग कुक्ड बाय मदर. I am being called by my mother. In this way, after present continuous tense, next use है इसका past indefinite tense में, जहाँ पे was verb के साथ verb थर्ड फॉर्म के रूप में आता है. हम पैसिव वॉइस की बात कर रहे हैं फ्रेंड्स. अदरवाइज एक्टिव वॉइस में was verb past indefinite या present indefinite में नहीं आता है, लेकिन ये पैसिव वॉइस है. यहाँ पर past indefinite के यूज में was verb के साथ verb की थर्ड फॉर्म आएगी. एग्जाम्पल्स हैं: सी वॉज बीटन बाई हर मदर. दे वर नॉट बीइंग समन्ड. पास्ट कॉन्टिन्यूअस में टेंस की पैसिव वॉइस में भी वॉज वर्ब का यूज होता है, वॉज वर्ब के साथ बीइंग का. सी वॉज बीइंग इंटरोगेटेड बाई द पुलिस. दे वर नॉट बीइंग गिवन एनी अदर चांस. इन दिस ऑल. So in this way I have tried to summarize you or explain you the use of do, be and have. That are the uh, common auxiliaries in our English language. The next part of the auxiliary is the modal auxiliaries, and friends, about the modal auxiliaries we shall discuss about in the next uh, lecture, because modal auxiliary is a very big chapter, and it is not going to be completed in one lecture. So we shall take it in the next class. You can download the PDF that has been given in the link that is running in the description. So friends, go through that, and प्लीज़ आप सारी एक्सरसाइजेस करिएगा, एंड सबमिट द एक्सरसाइजेस as per the matter, as per the manner that has been told to you. Thank you. Have a nice day.